The very first thing that we really want to cover today is this unique temple. It's a very small temple called Bhagavan Dasa Babaji temple. Okay, Bhagavan Dasa. Okay, so actually for us also it was the first time that we actually went to the temple. There are a lot of mysteries that a lot of many people do not know about. So this is this temple is in Ambika Kalna only. Okay, so if you get into the temple, and this is actually a bhajan kutir of that Bhagavan Das Babaji. So then also at the back of the altar, in the same there is also Samadhi Mandir. So what is the altar on the back side? There is Samadhi Mandir where the Samadhi was given to this Babaji. So there is something very unique about this temple. What is the main deity worshipped here in the temple? Look at the blue arrow. So I put a blue arrow. That is a deity. What is the deity? Mahamandra. The Mahamandra is the deity. See, I don't think that any other temple that will have this kind of, very, very different thing. And yes, so Mahamandra. So if you see clearly, if you see closely, because, that was, we could really do the focus. If you see that, the main deity is a Mahamantra. I really put the thing there. And Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is what is actually there as the main deity. So Babaji, Bhagavan Das Babaji simply worshipped this Mahamantra and attained so much of realizations. He was living always in Brajalila. Even when he was talking to other persons, his response will be so bizarre because he was not living in this world at all. He was living in Braj, Vrindavan. So anything is, he may be just bodily, he may be present here, but the thing is, he is actually living in Vrindavan. Like our Gurudev, he comes to morning walk, but actually morning walk, we see him, with us, but actually he is serving in Goloka Vrindavan. So this is how the high, like the acharyas and like all the advanced devotees, that was how they are actually engaged in. So he was always in the Brajalila. Now, while talking, he laughs. He is talking, yes, like that. He talks and laughs and cries and shouts, and people will be thinking, what is going on? This is very, very funny. And he was always immersed in bhajan, meditation. Bhajan, sadhana was very, very involved. Actually, once there was a snake in the hut. Okay, so this snake came. So seeing the snake, the people saw that, and immediately they ran and then, the chased away. So the snake actually just went away. But Babaji got angry. Why did you do really, chased my the elder brother of my Krishna? Don't come to my hut again. So he was very angry on those devotees who really chased this snake away. Then after that same snake used to come every day to the hut. Every day to the hut. And when it comes, Babaji will be there in his meditation sadhana, and the snake comes near him to the altar, and he what he used to give? Because he will be waiting for the prasadam. Before he takes the prasadam, he'll be waiting for the snake to come. And then he really open open the prasadam, and the snake will come and then eat some, and then leave the remaining, and then just like that, goes away. It's everyday affair. And then Babaji used to take the prasadam as a remnant after that only. See, look at a lot of things. Now I am really finding out so many things about that. Also, he had a cat. And it used to roam around Babaji while he was in the hut, Bhajan Kutir. So whenever the cat gets hungry, it used to make the meow, 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 and then just to look, come near Babaji, and Babaji again will open up the prasadam, and then the cat will eat, and then whatever. So he's not differentiating whether it was eaten by cat or snake or something. Doesn't. He was like totally out of this world. Then, as Babaji used to be immersed in Brajalila, he neglected to eat at times. He doesn't care what time he's there. So only we normally know it's in noon time I am hungry. Evening time, night time I'm hungry. But he is never like that. He was not having any bodily concept at all. So sometimes when he was in full bliss, in Brajalila, he would not eat for days, actually. He will not eat for several days. He got a few followers, and they also used to fast when Babaji also, used to fast. So their life was also a little different. And he never wanted to touch money. No, he never, no. So this touching the money is this out of his this thing. But once he wanted to make one small lake in front of the Bhajan Kutir. Actually, we did not see that. I don't know whether now so many houses are there around, so it's all gone. So he wanted to make a lake by bamboo sticks and everything, and then it was done. And then there was one of the followers. So he really, helped to really build this lake, and he was using it to really for the meditation. And once the priest in that same hut stole one ornament. And, then after that, he really realized he was really feeling guilty. Oh, I should not have done it. I should not have done it. So then he came back to Babaji and said, "Oh, I am so sorry that I really took this ornament, but I could not sell it because my mind hurts." He said, "Yeah, no problem. All right, this Nama Brahman, he used to give this Mahamandra deity Nama Brahman. Oh, Nama Brahman did not want to wear it, so you took it. And now you are bringing it back. Okay, now the Lord wants to wear it." So see how his attitude. And he was actually like Vamsi Dasa Babaji. Those who have heard about the harikatha that I was giving, giving long ago. So you know exactly all the stories. So this Vamsi Dasa Babaji was also very similar to. So this Babaji, somebody actually built a small hut with no door, nothing. These cows and all the thieves, robbers, everybody comes and then do all kinds of things, but still he never bothers to really do anything about it. Okay, so this Babaji is also like that. Once, okay, this was a story that we really also heard when we visited from Madhusudan Prabhu, who was actually helping us. So once the local king visited this Babaji. And when this local king actually came inside, because this Babaji did not even care who was coming. He was actually the king. But what was he doing? He was scolding on something. He was really taking a broomstick and then pounding on a piece of rock and go away, don't eat, don't go away like that. He was beating on the. Then everybody around, and also the king was wondering what is going on. He is actually beating on the, a broom on saying, go away, go away, go away. So the king really got so upset. Yeah, so upset, and then he really went out. Went back. Then later, then people were actually telling, Babaji is not like that. He did not mean to really insult you. Please come and then visit. And then the king came afterwards. And then that time Babaji was just normal. And this king was asking, why you are actually beating? It's only a few days ago. Now we have changed completely different. So why you are actually beating me and then also scolding me? Oh, Babaji said, no, I don't know. Did you come? I don't know. When did you come? Okay, so he was not at all aware of what happened. And then why, Babaji, why you are beating like that? Is there a reason? Oh, yes. That time in Vrindavan, he told the name of the temple also. In the temple, there are a lot of tulasis. There are some goats. They were actually just trying to eat that. So then I really chased them away. So when I really chased them away, they all ran just with And later, someone actually verified that there were goats eating tulasi in that temple. And they magically saw, because nobody was there chasing them, but they saw magically some invisible persons were driving them away or something, and all the goats ran away. We don't know what happened. They were relating the same thing. Look at, because this kind of devotional, the level is not something that we can even imagine. Very, 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 very high. Now, okay, this is another incident. Every day, this Babaji used to walk to the Ganga. It is about 1 kilometer or something from this place. From his Bhajan Kutir. So even when he was old, Babaji was still walking to the Ganges to get water, to take bath, and also bring water for his puja. So he used to do that. And by seeing this, old, he is very old, why he is really taking trouble to really come all the way to really take bath, Ganga Devi herself has just appeared in front of the sadhu and told, you are getting very old. Why do you want to really come all the way there? No, you don't have to, because you are very... Then Babaji told, no, I will come. Until I die, I will come. So then Ganga Devi told, no, I cannot tolerate. You know what I will do? I will myself come and manifest in your Bhajan Kutir right here. And she vanished, and as soon as, in the same place where she was telling, the Ganga, like water, was just like a fountain. It was really coming out from the earth, and it was filling the area. So what you see in this slide, in this picture, is that exactly the same place where everybody else, there is no, not like this. Here, Ganga water is there all the time. All the time Ganga water is there. So Ganga is more than 1 kilometer away from here. Even now, when Ganga level goes up, this level also goes up.
Ganges are coming up, this water is coming up to here. When Ganges is going to, this water is up. But this is the Gangaji is the one more than 1 kilometer from this place.
Okay. Also in the temple is a rare stone from Vrindavan. It has the impression of the foot of a cow. The right? So it's an impression on the stone. What is this? Actually, we can find these kind of stones in Vrindavan. Wherever Nandanandan Sri Krishna herded the cows and calves, you will find here. Because you should not just keep looking at the temples only. You have to go into the forest where Nandanandan Krishna used to cowherd. What are these? When Sri Krishna stands on any rock or stone when he was playing his flute, the rocks under melt. It will melt due to the sweet sound. Remember when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri temple, and when he got so ecstatic, because devotional feeling was so intense, so he really touched the wall inside the temple, and the wall, the stone, this wall was made of stone, and it melted. You can see that impression, that melted place even now inside the temple. We cannot photograph or something. It is there. So this stone you see is such a melted stone due to the vibration of Krishna's flute. So you all know, all in the forest waiting for Krishna, and cuckoos are calling Krishna, and then we have remember the Ter Kadamba, if you can just remember. So because those areas, if you really see, there are a lot of incidents like this happen. Okay, but anyway, now Krishna enters Vrindavan. So, what from the stone, what we saw in that Bhajan Kutir, I'm just going to spend a few minutes and talk about how this impression actually happens, and what happens to these all the rocks and the cows and living beings, everything, when Krishna is actually, he's actually playing the flute. So now Krishna is entering into the forest, and all the birds and animals and every plant, they are all waiting for Krishna to really come. But how is it Krishna is coming? How does it look like? Barha pidam natavara vapuhu Karnayo karnikaram Bibradvasa kanaka kapisham Vaijayantim chamalam Randran veno radara sudayo purayan Gopa Brindayir Brindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirti. So this is how he is appearing when he coming. Barha, a peacock feather. Apidam, that is decorating his head. How does he look like? Natavara vapuhu. So like a best dancer. He has dressed like a best top class dancer. Vapuhu, on his transcendental body. Karnayo, on his ears, Karnikaram, there is a blue lotus-like flower. So it's a small flower. He has really picked up that flower offered by that flower tree, and he has just put it on his ears. And what is he wearing? Bibrat, wearing. Vasa, garment, he is wearing garment. What kind of garment? Kanaka. Like a golden color. And what is the color? Kapisham. Kapisham means yellow color. And what kind of garland that he is actually wearing? Why Jayanti? Why Jayanti means why Jayanti Mala has all kinds of 5 kinds of forest flowers. It is very, very special. That is what he is wearing. Mala, garland, rantran, and he now takes the what? Takes the flute. Veno Gopa Brindai. So he is now he is taking this flute, and what is he doing with that? Adara Sudaya, and Adara means lips. So he is there starting to play. And how does it sound? Sudaya. Sudaya means with nectar. And Apuram means it's all filling up the whole area. And he is surrounded with his cowherd boys. And where? In Brindaranyam. Now, what is happening when he is singing in the flute, when he is playing the flute? Swapada. Because of the marks of his lotus feet, it gets that impression on the rock, on the land. And what happens to those cows and calves and all those animals? What do they happen? Krishna, when he is starting to play his flute, what happens whenever he plays his flute? Kushumita Vanaraji Sushmi Bringa Tujakula Kushta Saraham Sarin Mahidram Madhupati Ravagaya Charayan Gaha Saha Pashu Palabalas Sakuja Venum. What is he saying? Because these verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, the lakes, rivers, and the hills of Vrindavana resounded with the sounds of maddened bees and flocks of birds moving about the flowering trees in the company of the cowherd boys and Balaram. Sri Krishna, after entering that forest, he began to play the flute. So what happens when he plays? All the birds, trees and animals are so attracted by his sweet flute that they all forget about everything around them. The cows stop chewing their grass. They get stuck with the cow, also half chewed. So those cows we have been just chewing, it just stops. And the grass half chewed and half is actually just hanging around there out of their mouth, because they forget everything about. They forgot about that. If they have to chew, they are chewing. Due to the thought of motherly affection to Krishna, milk spontaneously pour out from their udders. The calves, what happens to the calves now? Drinking from the udders of the motherly cows, some milk has gone in, and some it is as they are holding in the mouth, and they simply forget to drink. So what happened to the milk? The milk just flows out from their mouths. Tears flow from the eyes of the deers. Deers are also coming. Deers, birds, everything, they all completely. This was the reason why in the Terkadamba forest they were just waiting for Krishna to come. That was a mood that I wrote the poem. So this is what it is. And gopis are also hearing this flute sound. They are also, they just become bewildered. Oh, Krishna is calling, Krishna is calling, Krishna is calling. What do? They run here and there and here and there. So the cows stop chewing the grass. And The cows stopped, they stopped drinking the milk even. And because Krishna was playing the flute, hearing his sweet flute, and everybody gets maddened. And these cows and calves, when they really come, what do? They want to continue hear the sweet sound of this flute, and they do not want to do anything. So what they do, using their upraised ears like this as the vessels, like because you want to drink nectar. If you want to drink nectar, first you need to get that in a vessel. So their ears were like that vessel holding. That is the one receiving it. Because Krishna is playing the flute, and then the wonderful nectarian sound is coming, and these ears are collecting as the vessel, and they are now entering into the heart. This is, and what do they do? And what does it do? What does this nectar do to them? They all close their eyes because they don't want to see anything else. They don't want to see any tree, anything. No, just because now that Krishna himself is through the sound, he is entering into the heart, and now he is playing from there the heart. Their ecstatic feeling was so overflowing, and they was about to burst. That kind of ecstasy they go through. Such a power comes from hearing the flute of Sri Krishna. That is why devotees are wandering into the Vrindavan forest, and like a beggar. Aham bhikshu brindavane. So these all the beggars in madness, they really go around. Asking every tree, oh, have you seen Krishna? I want to hear Krishna's flute song. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? They go mad and mad and mad, looking for hearing a glimpse of his sweet sound, flute sound from Sri Krishna. This is Goloka. So this stone, what you see, you now remember. Whatever I have told now, you remember that. Because that sadhu was living in Braj all the time. Only his body was there visible to others. But he was living in Braj. And this is the unique thing. So it was very nice. So now the singing, the flute singing of Krishna is not ordinary. Everyone wants to hear. Not only gopas, not only gopis, not only the animals or anything. Everyone will get just immediately attracted. So that is the Madhura Gana Mohana. Madhura means sweet nectar. That's what that sloka, that Madhura means nectar. Gana means the flute sound. And with that, how does he look? He looks so beautiful. So beautiful. Madhura Gana Mohana Nayana Bhashana Meghavarna Shobhana Bhuvana Jivana Madhura Gana Mohana Nayana Bhashana Meghavarna Shobhana Bhuvana Jivana. Now the second part of it is Ambika Kalna again. We are stuck there. And from next week onwards, we will be getting into Navadvipam inside. This is Gauri Dasa. Gauri Dasa temple. Just before taking sannyas, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to see his best friend and devotee called Gauri Dasa Pandit. he was living in Ambika Kalna. So this Ambika Kalna, as you know, last week I was actually talking about Nityananda Prabhu's marriage. Yes, that was Surya Dasa's Sarakali. So this Surya Dasa and this Gauri Dasa are brothers. So Surya Dasa had two daughters, Vasudha and Janavi Devi. So they were actually married to Nityananda Prabhu. I told the story in the last week. We covered last week. So here we are talking about is the visit of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu coming to see his devotee Gauri Dasa. So where did they come from? They came from a place called Shantipur. So from Shantipur to Ambika Kalna, there is in between is Ganga. So they have to cross the Ganga. How did they do? They just took a boat from that side, Shantipur side, and both Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu were just rowing the boat and crossed the Ganges. And he came here. And when he came out, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also was really holding the paddle in his hand. He did not leave it in the boat. He also is bringing the paddle with him. Just like that, he was just keeping it with him. And when he came and then met Gauri Das Pandit, he gave the paddle. But anyway, Shantipur to Ambika Kalna, we were in Shantipur actually. If you see this picture, this is Shantipur. What is Shantipur is famous for? This is the same residence of Sri Advaita Acharya. What you are seeing at the back is the same home where Sri Advaita Acharya, who is his Mahavishnu and Sadashiva combined. Now this has become a temple. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu both were coming from here, crossing the Ganga river. Actually, when I talked about the story there that time, I was telling that we were actually coming out and then we were taking the boat to come to Shantipur. You remember? And this is the same scenery that I showed you. That time, remember, we were all singing some nice, wonderful, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu singing, Nityananda Prabhu singing, we were singing, you may remember. It is the same place. But only difference was that in this case, we were going from Ambika Kalna to Shantipur. But in the story today is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu were actually coming from Shantipur to Ambika Kalna. So anyway, so they came to Ambika Kalna. Gauranga, Mahaprabhu and Nitai met Gauri Das. They both came to see his friend only. And he gave the paddle to him. Oh, he told Gauri Das Pandits, oh, Gauri Das, you should you should also carry people across the samsara ocean. Just like, they were laughing with that. These paddles are kept in this temple inside a large treasure box. Even today, I am going to talk about that as we go. Okay? This is the same house. Now it is a temple. They really made that as a temple. It's the same house of Gauri Das Pandit. Nitai and Gaura Mahaprabhu. These two Mahaprabhus stayed in this home of Gauri Das for several days actually. Because why they came here? Before the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was about to take the sannyas, he wanted to come and then tell his dear devotees about his sannyasa that he was about to take. And Gauri Das cooked some nice preparations Wonderful Naivedyams every day, cooking and then he was feeding to Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, and they were having very good time. They were just joking and playing and talking, this, everything. So wonderful, and they did not feel that the time was also passing. And once when they were actually talking about the topic of these howherding Leela in Vrindavan, that popped up. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was just immediately, he was really so overpowered and overexcited and said, yes, do you remember? Oh, Gauridas, do you know who you are? You don't remember. I am that same Krishna, and this Nita is that Balaram, and you are Subala. Yes, Subala is one Priyasaka Gopa, okay, of Krishna. So all these three, not only these three, with the other cowherd boys, they were all having very wonderful cowherding pastime. So they wanted to reenact that. So with the power of course, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they all three immediately transformed themselves and they are in Braj now. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed as Sri Krishna in the cowherding attire. Lord Nityananda Prabhu assumed the form of Balaram with the plough in his hand. And Gauri Das assumed the form of Subal. All three were cowherd boys, playing in the sweet leela of cowherding, blowing their horns and to really chase the cows and calves. Yeah, they are in Braj now. This is why, remember, always, if you see these, our Acharya's songs, remember, if you are that much devotional, the Vrindavan Braj actually just automatically manifest in front of you, in your heart, right there. That was the Babaji that we are talking about too. So, all right, so in this Leela, they were all running around Govardhan, swimming in the sweet and colored Yamuna. Why colored? Yamuna is actually darkish color. And oh yeah, they were just playing but of course the time was just going and going. They were in the Leela. Oh, completely all three were there in the Leela. Do you want to join them?
Let us go, let us go, let us go. Krishna is calling us, let us go. Let us go, let us go, let us go. Krishna is calling us, let us go. Calling with his little flute, let us go to his sweet Goloka, let us go. Calling with his little flute, let us go to his sweet Goloka, let us go. Let us go, let us go, let us go. Krishna is calling us, let us go. Let us go, let us go, let us go. Krishna is calling us, let us go.
After spending days like this, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu wanted to leave and go back to Navadvip. Why did they come? To tell Gaudidas Pandit that Lord Chaitanya was about to take sannyas. Now Gauridas had started to cry. He did not want to miss them. Gauridas said, if any of you leave, I will die. Oh, that was serious. He was so crying and crying. And this Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu could not console Gauridas Pandit. They were thinking what to do. Then they came up with a plan. That plan was that Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu manifest their own deities. Oh, then yes, this is the only way. We will make deities of ourselves and leave the deities here. And also, we will make those deities to walk, to eat the Naivedyam and talk as we are doing with this ball. Yes, so deity appeared. And Gauri Das was convinced. Oh, at least okay. At least now I am seeing them as the deity form. So two deities instantly manifested. You are seeing the exact deities manifested by Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu here. They are in the temple. But now, these deities do not walk. These deities do not talk. These deities are like became like the deities that we used to deal with after Gauri Das left this world. So, when those Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested deities, though there are 25 people now. So 2 deities and 2 original, and also then Subal. So 5. And now Gauranga Mahaprabhu was telling, oh Gauridas, now we will leave. So you have our deities here, they will do exactly what we are doing. So Gauridas Pandit was wondering, oh yeah, okay. So he was half-minded. Oh yes, this is good that they are actually going to stay. It is your deities. Then they said, okay, all right. So the deities stay here, and we will go. And immediately Gauridas said, no. I want you also be here now. So then they were worried what to do. So why say deities are here? Deities are like us only. But deities also I want, and you also have to stay there. You all 4 stay here with me. So they could not convince. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asking, oh Gauri Das, you have to decide. You want us to stay or the deities to stay? Oh, you can choose only one of them. He said, oh, I want you. But the thing is, the deities are also doing the same thing. But we have to go. Okay, deities are fine. But are you sure? No, I want you also. So they were struggling. They were just, running. They were just walking and running, chasing each other. I want you, I want. And finally, Gauridas Pandita came to a point where he did not know which is a deity and which is real. He completely got lost, and seeing this opportunity, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu just slipped away from the home and drove back. So, again, as I said, what you are seeing here is exact the same deities. Time went by, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, and also he, left this world. Then these deities, we are also getting served by this same Gauri Das Pandit. Because the deities were like as if they were the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. They were accepting, they were talking and hearing and walking, everything. They were all doing as if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu were there. So, but time passed. And Gauri Das Pandit had a disciple called Hridayananda. And once the appearance day of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming, so around that time Gauri Das Pandita was on a tour. He went for a tour, saying that I will be coming coming soon. But Hridayananda was waiting for his guru to return. But now the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day is Gaura Purnima is coming. That he has to celebrate. But he did not, but Gauridas was not returning at all, because those days there is no email system, no phone, nothing. We don't know anything. So then Hridayananda was worried. After the Gaura Purnima was coming near, he worried too much, and then he said, anyway, let me arrange a party so that I can invite so many Vaishnavas who can actually come, and then we can have a big celebration. He sent out the invitations. Basically, he really sent out the messages to everybody through his friends and everybody he knows, and he invited so many Vaishnavas. And now, the day before the Gaura Purnima, this Gauri Das Pandit showed up. He came to know that his disciple had arranged this big Sankirtan party without him telling him, so he got upset. He got so upset actually. So he said, I am not going to participate at all. But then, on the day next day came, and so many Vaishnavas, they all came with mirdangas and all the the kartals and the mirdangas, and they all came, and then the bank, because it's very near to the Ganga. So on the bank near the temple, they assembled so many devotees assembled, and then they started this big Nama Sankirtan, and also with whatever the Hridayanand arranged all, for the prasadam, everything, they're all getting ready. But Gauridas Pandit did not want to participate. So he was just sitting inside. And there outside, the Nama Sankirtan is going on with all the Vaishnavas. All of a sudden, these two deities, just like that, just ran away from the temple. And he was running out, and the Gauridas was following where these deities are going. They're following out, and they came out. And these deities just joined the Nama Sankirtan, Kirtan. And there, these two deities were just, dancing with them, and it's going on. And Gauridas wondered, how can these deities, can really go out without me telling? So he immediately grabbed a stick, and he was really chasing behind, running behind the deities, and there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu in the deity form, they are all just with the Vaishnavas, and nobody knows what was going on. It was so ecstatic, it was going on. And Gauridas Pandita is actually coming to really beat these deities. And they saw Nityananda Prabhu and the deities of Nityananda Prabhu and Gaura Mahaprabhu saw. Oh, then they got scared. How Mother Yashoda, when she was actually chasing with the stick, how Krishna got so afraid. So these deities got afraid. What did they do? They were running around, avoiding the beating of Gauridas because he was chasing. And these two deities magically entered into the heart of this Hridayanand. Boom, his own disciple, the heart. Now everybody sees. He is shining there. He is inside the heart. And both are inside. Oh, then Gauridas Pandit realized how great is his own disciple. And he embraced his disciple, Hridayanand. And he said, oh Hridayanand, from now onwards, your name is not Hridayanand, Hridaya Chaitanya. So he became famous because a lot of history is also there in that. But you will see. Anyway, as we go, we'll have so many histories. Now we have to conclude. Now the time is coming. These are the same deities. After Gauridas has left this world, the deities are not talking or moving anymore. We have seen these deities, ourselves, with our own hands. And by the time when we were there, Arati was the main Arati time. We saw got a full darshan. And now also we saw a strange thing happened. You know what they were doing? They were actually closing the door, closing the screen and opening. Closing, opening, like that every minute or something. So we were wondering what is going on. Then we were told that it is like what they do for the Bange Bihari temple in Vrindavan. Because these deities, whoever is calling them affectionately, they will run behind. That happened. Bange Bihari temple, Bange Bihari once vanished because one queen, a local queen, really came to the temple, and she was a big, very, very high devotee. She wanted, oh Bange Bihari, I want you to in my home, in my palace. That's it. Next day, no more deity. They finally came to know where the deity was. Somebody stole or something, and finally they came to know. Oh, he is happily getting the naivedyam, everything in the home of that queen. Then they were begging the queen to really get the deity back. Now the deity is back. They are really closing and opening, because if anyone is with that kind of devotion, if they are seeing, if he call, then he will come. This is the way. Because here also the same thing happened. Remember, the deities were attracted to the Nama Sankirtan because the high, devotees were there. So they ran. So here also they close and open the curtains. Now the last one is a very sacred jewel box is inside this temple. We were so lucky to really see what is inside. It's really amazing. Inside, you can see, of course, no photographs allowed. That is it. Inside, no photograph. I'm just trying to put something so that to explain to you all. This is inside the same Gauri Das Pandit's house, which is now a temple in Ambika, Kalna. The same paddle used by Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu that I talked about, who he was really carrying with him from Shantipur to Ambika Kalna, are still here, you can see. Yes, we saw with our own hands. Our own eyes. Of course, we cannot touch. They won't allow to touch. We have nothing. Very sacred. We saw only, actually, I think we saw, maybe one of them, maybe the other one was down or something, because it is very difficult to see also. It is there in the jewel box. Another amazing thing is, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote the missing slokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, we have 700 slokas. But we do not have all of them, which were actually manifested, which were actually narrated, and which was in Sanjaya Vacha. It comes all the way. But not all the slokas are there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, I narrated so many slokas, but only are there, but there are a lot of things missing. And he started writing some of the slokas which are missing from the Bhagavad Gita, what we have. Yes, we, with our own eyes, we saw the manuscripts, the written slokas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was there. Then I was asking, why don't you publish? I didn't ask them, I asked outside to the Madhusudan. Why are they not publishing? But it says, no, you already know Bhagavad Gita. The original Bhagavad Gita, whatever that we got, look at 200 kinds of translations are there. Look at how horrible they are actually taking this one and then they are translating in their own way. All are kupai, all are nonsense. Only few translations like Bhagavad Gita as it is. Our Gurudev's one, what you are seeing here, and also from Sri Parampara also, that's also Gita Bhashya or something, or something Bhashya. So that is also very, very nice. But all the others are, we don't want to have that to happen, because it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's touched. See, that is here. We don't want to give to anyone. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।